Paolo, thanks for having us here today. If you could just introduce yourself and your role here at Decoratori Bassanesi.
Yes, it's a pleasure also for me that you are here. I like to think at Decoratori Bassanesi as a 37 years old startup because we have the experience of a 37 years old company, but the enthusiasm of a startup. The same enthusiasm that I had 37 years ago when I founded this company. I founded this company in this area because in this area is very famous for a lot of artistic ceramic companies. Artistic for pottery, plates, and so on. And I took the inspiration from the pattern of these plates and I put on the tiles. And so we have a very important artistic soul, and we are very proud about it because this area is very famous for this, and we are the only factory that grew up in this way.
This morning we were talking about your core values at Decoratori Bassanesi. Could you please tell us what they are?
The value of Decoratori Bassanesi is a lot, and I think that the value in this case can be underlined in the particulars that we are always looking for and the very deep research for design. We are very focused on design, and that's why we are now collaborating with a lot of designers world famous. This is only the first step because we believe that in the next 5 years we will have a lot of new collections with the new designers.
I think it's very forward-thinking of you to have a design director from outside of the business working with you on your collections and helping you to connect to the other designers. How long have you been working with Federica?
Oh, Federica arrived in Decoratori Bassanesi 4 years ago. It's a very strange history because Federica came here with a very important collection that she had designed for Decoratori. And she always said that this collection, I thought this collection for Decoratori. In fact, when she came here, we decided to launch the collection of Federica in 10-15 minutes. Wow. Because Federica came here exactly with the prototypes and with everything. So it was very, very easy to work with her.
And now Federica helps you to design some of the ranges for the brand, of course, but she also helps you with selecting your other collaborations that you've worked on.
Absolutely. Federica, after Wabi Sabi, we signed a very important collaboration with her, and now he is our art director. And thanks to Federica, a lot of different designers were famous always and came to us, and chiefly Nendo, Norm Architects, Sebastian Arkner, Paolo Navone. I think that are very important names.
You mentioned Norm Architects and also Nendo, yeah. Two fantastic collaborations. How did those two come about?
Yes, it's very interesting the Nendo way in which he came here, because when I met for the first time Nendo, he told us that he wanted to design the wind. So the wind is very difficult to represent in a tile. So after the discussion with him, we arrived to design the effect of the wind in the nature. The effect that the wind creates on the water, in the rice field, and so on. And in this way, we produced windy, that is the effect of the nature, but with this effect in a full body tile, so very technical one, but with the 3 different levels of bas reliefs. So in this way, some of that appear and disappear, it depends from the light.
So the Copenhagen range with Norm Architects is another fantastic item in your collection. Could you explain that one too?
Norm Architect is one of the best 100 architects in the world. We are very proud to collaborate with them. And the first time that I met them, they came here with a block of material, of a stone, exactly a limestone, and they asked us to reproduce exactly this stone. And this stone is exactly the stone with which the old building of Copenhagen were realized. So we reproduce exactly this type of limestone with 18 different faces for each tile. So the effect when the product is installed is exactly like a natural limestone, because it's impossible to combine 18 different faces for 4 sides altogether.
Was it for a particular project that they wanted the tile to be designed, or was it just that they really loved that particular stone?
They really love that type of stones, and that's why it's very interesting. And now Copenhagen is the most sold collection of Decoratori Bassanesi.
Seeing today in all of the ranges that we've had a look at, you have a commitment to not just the design of the product, but the way that it's made and the way that it's delivered. This is obviously very important to you.
For a specific design-oriented company like Decoratori Bassanesi, we have to be sure that exactly the inspiration that moved the designer will be satisfied. So we have to understand in the right way exactly the idea that there is behind the project that designer tried to explain to us. And this is not very easy to do it, but we have to produce, to industrialize this type of project. That's why we are very focused on the supplier and on the type of products that we have to produce.
And that's why you don't rush to release too many products as
Yeah.
well, because you take the time to make them right before they're delivered. And I think that's something that we agree with at Artedomus, because you want that story to be absolutely perfect before the product comes to the market.
Yes, absolutely. A product that is well designed is a product that you can fall in love.